Yeah, I really, really thought that our team was ready to play. And I think that the first half was an indicator of that. I thought our defense was really, really good in the first half, and shot selection was really poor. We just couldn't ever get to a place where we were comfortable reversing the basketball. I didn't think we settled way too much for long twos, jumpers that were contested instead of ball reversal, which probably would have given us a little more offensive confidence in the first half. And then I thought Baylor punched us in the third quarter, and we didn't respond very well at all. And they found the mismatches when we had to go small some. I thought they did a good job of that. And we don't have a lot of depth in the paint. And, I just thought we got really passive and just didn't take the punch very well.
Killer third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of tells the tale.
Yeah, I mean, and again, I didn't think our team was down at half or anything like that. It wasn't one of those scenarios where I'm like, okay, we're not going to come out and compete like we did in the first half. I was really surprised, and I called the timeout, thought we would respond to that, and we just didn't respond at all. We did not respond in the third quarter. I thought we tried to keep competing in the fourth, but it's a four-quarter game, and we didn't play in the third at all. This has been a couple of losses that we've had where we've had a quarter where we just didn't compete at the level that you have to win a game like this.
Charlie, early on you hit that three and you got really animated. You seemed pumped up, especially after that block. And then obviously offensively it was a little bit of a struggle after that. I mean, did you feel like maybe you were pressing a little bit too much, or just trying to maybe force the action instead of sort of letting it come to you, or what was, I guess, the basis of those struggles for you?
For one, I feel like we took a lot of one-on-one shots in the beginning, which really hurt us. We didn't really play as a team as how we know how to play, and that really hurt us. We weren't a team tonight, and it showed. So just have to look forward to the next game.
Sean, were you surprised by you guys not being able to respond in that third quarter and get something going in that quarter?
Yes and no, because I felt like in the fourth quarter we competed a little bit better, and we still kept trying regardless of what the score was. And like Coach said, third quarter kind of killed us, and that they found their mismatches. So I think that was a little bit of it right there.
Is that kind of an emotional dagger too? When you go, 23-5, you get outscored in the third quarter, it takes the wind out of the team.
I would say that it can be,
Yeah.
but we were trying for it not to affect us. But they found their mismatches mainly in the third quarter, and they kept doing it. So that was a part of what killed us the entire game. So.
Coach, what was Baylor doing defensively to limit Charlie and Joyner so much?
I wasn't surprised by how they played Charlie. She's been really, really good in the last several games. And part of what's been good with her is being able to move her around offensively and get her some of the spot-up shots. Some of those things happen off of penetration, which we didn't do today. So she's been able to find space with our guards penetrating. So it goes back to what Charlie said. I could pinpoint. I'm not surprised at all by the way they guarded her. I'm just surprised that we didn't move the ball better and share it more. Even if you take a player away like that's been scoring points, then that means that there's some more opportunities there to move the ball and maybe penetrate and make some extra passes. And we didn't do that at all. They dictated our lack of ball reversal very obviously.
For Joyner, was it shot selection partially?
Yes.
Did you have any conversation with her about?
Oh, I had a lot of conversations with them periodically as they would sub out and, timeouts about moving the ball and reversing it is what we call it. I probably said that 500 times tonight in the game. But it's just, it's on me. If you want to say a team has a lack of discipline, that comes from something that we're not doing right in practice. I'm disappointed that our shot selection was not any better, but we have to make it better. And this was a game where you were tested, your discipline's going to get tested for 4 quarters. And I will say this much. The first 2 quarters, we were as good as we could be, I think, defensively. And I thought we were great on the boards tonight. And, they're really good on the boards. But 3 assists in a game tells it all. That tells it all. Who would have thought 7 turnovers? I'd be jumping, doing backflips up here with 7 turnovers. But that's about how much we dribbled 1-2 times and jacked up shots. When you have 3 assists and 7 turnovers, you're just throwing up stuff. And that's disappointing. I'm sure they're disappointed. I'm disappointed. Not to take away from Baylor. They're obviously very, very good, and there's a part of their defense that forces that. No question. Their shot blocking ability forces that, but I did think that we were prepared today. I tell the guys all the time, like, the thing you want to do is just prepare him to the best of your ability, and we'll have to look back and try to figure out where we went wrong with that, because that's our job as coaches. But I was a little fooled by this one because I thought we were prepared. I really did. There's sometimes that you just kind of know you either didn't do a good job, they surprise you with things or whatever. There's nothing surprising to me about what they did at all, as far as how they attacked us and the way they played defensively. I'm just surprised we didn't share the ball better.
How hard has it been chasing Baylor? They've been such a standard, so good nationally. How tough is it?
Tough is kind of I wouldn't use that word.
Yeah.
I like playing them.
Yeah.
They're good. They're always going to be good. They're always going to test your toughness and your discipline, and you know that when you play them. So that's, if you're going to compete with someone like them, then you have a good chance to do something in the tournament. The whole motive of why we're here is to try to make the NCAA tournament and make a run in the tournament. And you have to play at that level to do that. And we understand that. There's other teams we've played. We played Stanford and played at that level for 4 quarters. So this one puzzles me as to why we didn't play for 4 quarters and why we went off on our own individual stuff. But it's hard for me to answer that question. Tough. Well, you want to win. I don't want to win every game. I was frustrated when we lost to Arizona.
Right.
I'm going to be frustrated if we don't play good against Tech. That's. I don't want to act like they're any different. You have to win the games. If we would won today and we go to Tech and get beat, like, what difference does it make?
But it would register nationally if you beat a Baylor. Obviously. I know in the standings.
You still got to make the NCAA tournament. You still have to make a run. That is what we're trying to do. And at some point, I hope we can knock them off. But I'll be honest with you. We knocked them off 3 or 4 years ago, and we still didn't win it because we slipped up against someone else. So, there's a mentality that it's going to take for 18 games, not just 1, not just 2. There is a mentality you have to have every day that you walk into practice and every day for 18 games if you want to win the league. And they obviously have that mentality and that culture that is expected from player to player to player to player. It's obvious. They have carried this on for quite some time. I respect it. Am I chasing it? Are we all chasing it? Yeah. I'm going to still chase it tomorrow.
You guys have a very long break until the next game. How do you not let this loss linger and kind of flip the page?
Because we have goals. I mean, I'll be real disappointed if this group doesn't reset and learn some lessons and get ready for Tech. I mean, we've got to go on the road and play in Lubbock. We have to be very, very diligent about every single game. I mean, I thought they did a great job taking one game at a time through the month of January after we lost at West Virginia. I thought we really regrouped, and we played 5 games, and we took every game one game at a time. We didn't talk about the next one, and we got to flip it and start that all over again next Sunday against Tech. One game at a time. And that's how you get to the tournament. I mean, right now, that has to be our number one goal.
Charlie, did you feel like the team was prepared today?
Yeah, I mean, we seemed prepared coming into the game. I thought we were really prepared. Scout-wise, like watching film, I thought we were. So there's no doubt about it. I thought we were prepared for this game.
Are you as baffled by the outcome as Coach Aston?
Yeah, nobody likes to lose.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Is it sometimes it snowballs when you know Baylor's obviously had this great run. You know, I wonder if it snowballs when players try to do too much. LaShawn, when you're trying to climb that mountain.
I mean, I would say that there was a period in time tonight where, we were all frustrated. With how we were not getting through the offense fully and how we didn't share the ball as much as we should. So it's just something that we have to look back on and reflect on and watch film and practice and figure out how to not let that happen again, because we obviously don't like the outcome of this game. So we just got to let it go, learn from it, move forward.